Welcome, everybody, to the
I'm Fat Podcast.
Snacks are best saved for later.
With Jay Zawoski.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
And Rick Camp.
Out of the mist came a beast more stomach than man.
Welcome into another edition of the I'm Fat Podcast, brought to you by our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, and Frato's Culinary Kitchen. I am Rick Camp. I am beyond tired, and I, as always, am along with Jay Zawoski, who is fresh back from a trip to Florida in all Florida's greatness. So, Jay, I know we have plenty to get to today.
Yes. Lots of great rides at Disney World. My favorite being COVID, Flight of the Unmasked. That was fantastic. That was a really 5-star ride for me. But it was just, it was an awesome trip, and with lots of good food sprinkled in. So we'll get to that. Rick was at the Bears game, working the sidelines today. So we'll get to that. And lots of other stuff. By the way, I forgot to mention this last week, and we're going to get to our bacon report later in the show. But anyone who places an order with Charlie this month and uses the code FATBACON saves on their order. So you're going to want to write that code down when you order your bacon. We'll tell you more about it later in the show. Make sure you're following us on all of our social medias at I'm Fat Pod, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Our Facebook is managed by Rush Snyder. Our YouTube videos, youtube.com/I'm Fat Podcast, is hosted and edited by Micah Easter. We thank him for that. So Rick, let's start. The Bears game is fresh in everybody's mind.
Yeah.
And you had a poolside seat to the old Bears Niners game today. What was that like? I was watching that game, and as a guy that played football, not a skill position by any means, offensive and defensive line my entire career, I love games like that.
Yeah.
But I know the guys with skill don't. What was it like to be on the sidelines for that absolute slosh fest?
Well, this breakdown is going to be brought to you by Gold Bond, because so I went in there knowing, like, I know it's going to be raining for at minimum like a vast majority of this game.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, yesterday I realized, because I'm me, I only have like I have a pair of shoes and a pair of boots. That's it. I'm not wearing boots when it's like 70 degrees outside and humid. And my shoes were mesh. They're like running shoes because of the support. So yesterday I'm like, let's run to Kohl's and see the cheapest pair of shoes that have minimal mesh on them that I can get. So I got the very dad shoe New Balances that were like $50, $40, something like that. So I'm like, okay, these are going to be, if I do this utility thing for a while, helping out for Fox broadcasts and whatever, these will be my shoes because I don't care if they get wrecked. And oh boy, did they get a workout today. Because a few weeks ago, or is this a month ago at this point, when we went to the smokeout and got to see Willie Nelson, like I mentioned, like, listen, I was like embarrassed of like how out of breath I was when I got there. Well, today was kind of the opposite. So I was like, okay, I was kind of energized, the game's going on, all this stuff, and it's something new for me. 19,000 steps.
Wow.
That's
lot. Crazy.
Especially like in this weather where the old Bermuda grass that everybody couldn't wait to see, it might as well have been a wet carpet, because it was squishy and there was like no grip to it. Like I stayed off of that as much as I could, and on like that kind of concrete towards the back when you get up against the stands. But it was a cool experience still. Like an 11-hour shift. I was essentially going horizontally down the sideline. So for people that like a little bit of the inside, like radio TV stuff, there's always a camera on the first down marker. That's on the cart. So that guy is like he's perched up like the old Booger Mobile on from Monday Night Football, and I was handling like the wire to make sure that it wasn't getting run over by the cart. So that was pretty much what I was doing the entire game. And then there's all the setup and the breakdown and all that kind of stuff. but it was still a blast to get to see everybody have to deal with that. See guys changing cleats. See, like, you couldn't really hear enough because we were pretty close to the bench, but you couldn't quite hear the conversations about everything going on. And then getting to see some of the stuff and how far guys were sliding and just how high that water pooled at certain points.
Oh, yeah.
That thing floods that water back towards us. That's how the field works. And
right, it's the crown, and then it comes down to the sidelines, right?
Yeah, towards the end of the fourth quarter, the cart couldn't get past the 30 because if it did, it would have been stuck. They would not have been able to move. There were a couple times where it spun its tires anyway, and that was just in like the middle of the field. So it was a lot of fun. I am incredibly sore right now.
Oh yeah,
my feet are not. It's not good. It's not good. I was drenched. Like, I just had on t-shirt, like windbreaker / raincoat, the little like bib thing they make you put on that says Fox Sports on it or whatever, and regular pair of socks and this pair of shoes. And like, thankfully I had enough foresight to bring another set of clothes with.
Yeah,
outside of underwear, which was an oversight. So I got back to the parking lot because we didn't get done till like almost 7:00. And the parking lot's basically empty. And even if it was full, people were going to see me changing. And I could not have cared less because those clothes were so soaked. Like, right after the game, before we went to break everything down, you get to go have a meal. So I'm there eating a nice, like, personal Connie's pizza, which was very good, by the way.
You and Tommy Lasorda. Connie's Pizza. That's the best part of Chicago. No, it's not, Tommy.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But it was a perfectly fine pizza in that instance. I was wringing out my shirt.
Oh, God.
Because, dude, I'm telling you, every bit. At one point, I kind of like stood up a little bit, and a whole thing of water that I had pooled, I don't know where, maybe in my hood, went right down my back and down my butt. And it was like, I did one of these, and they're like, "Did you hurt yourself? Are you okay?" And I was like, "Water down the crack." I have never been that wet in my entire life. But at a certain point, you just kind of, it's a great drop. Also, I
was letting it go.
And
but congratulations.
Right. Yeah, right. I'll take things never said to me for 400.
You got time.
But yeah, I was at that point, you just kind of lean into it. And I was just like, let's just lean into the awkward. Let's lean into the fact that, my first experience doing this is going to be one for the books.
Oh, it's a story forever. That's a story you have forever.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of how sore you are and how big of a mess it was and what a pain in the ass it was, like, that is something you'll never forget. It's like a core memory kind of a day. Yeah. It'll be one of your top 5 work stories ever.
Yeah, and just the fact too that, like, the way the game played out, the Bears ended up coming back after looking just completely comatose in the first half.
Yeah, that was tough.
And then being on, obviously not in the end zone, but at the end of the game when they did the little like dive into the end zone.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was on the end zone that we were closer to at that point. So kind of getting to see that stuff and see stuff develop like in real time. And also, for the sake of this podcast, shout out to Trent Williams, the left tackle for the Niners. Like, I was like, okay, I don't know if I really get starstruck by athletes anymore.
Yeah.
That guy, for one thing, best left tackle in the NFL.
Yep.
No, he's a big man. In person, he's an effing giant.
And Trent Williams listed at 6'5", 320.
Yeah.
I mean, a huge bitch.
And especially for how well he moves too. It's like, good luck. You see him come, like, if you're a DB and he's pulling around, it's like, nope, business decision.
You're about to be on the sidelines. Congratulations.
Yes, exactly.
Man.
But yeah, so definitely. And also plenty of P1s in the old utility crew today.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I'm sure there was a ring here or there. Everybody walking around. That's awesome. I'm glad you got to do that. I hope you get to do this for every home game.
Yeah.
And maybe some close road games, who knows, but it's awesome. It's a union job. That's the IBW, and it pays very well, as union jobs typically do. So it's a great opportunity for you to make a score paychecks worth of money in one day.
Yeah. You know what's also shocking? Even though it's hard work and the conditions were what they were, people were in great moods. And I wonder if some of that has to do with the fact that they're getting paid a respectable wage
and being treated like being treated like a person. Yeah, that's usually helpful. That usually goes a long way.
Yep.
Hey, you know who else treats you like a person, Rick? Mazda of Orland Park.
Oh, of course.
You're not just some dumbass walking in. Well, you might be. I am literally a dumbass coming and looking at cars because I don't know crap about cars. But when it was time to buy my last two cars, my 2015 Mazda CX-5 and my 2022 just bought Mazda CX-30, they were helpful. They're like, what are you looking for? Like, we've got really expensive cars, but you don't strike me as the kind of guy that needs a car that's that expensive. Like, no, give me the base model, just what I need. Perfect, beautiful, wonderful experience. That's why I'm a customer at Mazda of Orland Park for life. Go to mazdaoforlandpark.com or walk into the showroom, 8910 West 159th Street. Give them a call, 708-444-3200. Go get yourself a brand new Mazda. And Rick, it's just great to have football back and see all these giant men in our lives. It's a shame the Notre Dame football season is over. Boy, man, every team, every year, every team gets that game.
Yep.
Where they play like ass, but usually the good teams are like, okay, it's the fourth quarter. We're going to impose our will now and just overcome this.
Yeah.
No, Notre Dame couldn't do that. Tommy Rees coaches as if he is the quarterback. Anyway, football's back and that's great. But I gotta, so before I get to the Disney stuff,
and we're gonna let you cook on the Disney stuff.
There's so much. There's
so much. You've sent me so many pictures.
There's so much.
And also, I'm tired.
It's not even. It's not even the food. Like, yes, the food's gonna be a big part of it. But let me just say this, as a lot of our audience is our chubby. As a chubby person, I'm pointing the thumb at myself and all of our chubby brethren. You have a responsibility to understand that you are more prone to sweating. Therefore, you are more prone to smelling. Got on the bus in the morning on Wednesday to go to Magic Kingdom. And I'm in we head to the back of the bus. Bus is full. So I'm in the far back standing spot. So Hope and Natty are seated in the corner. I'm standing holding onto the pole. This guy comes up to me. This guy's probably 275, big guy.
Yeah.
Granted, it's the morning. It's like 7:38 in the morning. We're going as they open the gate at Magic Kingdom. I had to turn my head.
Oh, wow.
This guy smelled so bad. And you either, as this fat man, either woke up and decided, I'm not going to shower. I spent all of yesterday at Disney World, but I couldn't possibly smell or need a shower. Or he got that stinky that quickly.
Right.
Whatever it is, this is why we talk about the importance of Gold Bond. And the importance of extra deodorant and bringing stuff with you and making sure the clothes you're wearing are clean. This was, dude, I was like almost ill from standing by this guy. I had to stand, if you're watching on YouTube, holding the pole with my right hand, turning my head to the right, and like tucking my head over my shoulder. The guy smelled so bad.
You were like making sure you smell your own armpit.
I made sure it wasn't me. First thing I did was, pull the collar up over the nose and sniff. Yeah. I smelled great. Brought my Dr. Squatch with me. I felt and smelled amazing.
Yeah.
So that just a note, okay? If you're going to be around a lot of people, look, when you're in the park, everyone's sweaty.
Yeah.
No one cares. There's no judgment about pit stains or anything. Everyone in there. And of course it rained every day because it's September in Florida. So fine. Okay. There. PSA, fats, everybody has the responsibility to smell good for their fellow man. But as fats, we are more prone to sweat and therefore more prone to stink. So
Yeah.
take care of it. Be aware of your stench.
Yeah, try to not prove the negative stereotype that we get.
Yeah, really. It was bad. I mean, it was like nauseating how bad this guy smelled. Okay, and it was just pure sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't like, oh, is like sometimes you leave your shirt in a dryer in the washer too long and it's got like that little like mustiness. No, this is pure sweat stink. Like what you would think Andy Reid shorts would smell like after a football game. All right. Let's get into the food here.
Okay.
If you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/I'm Fat Podcast, Micah will be putting up the food items as I discuss them. If you followed along with my adventure on Twitter, Twitter at I'm Fat Pod. I almost did the website again. At I'm Fat Pod on Twitter. I stopped myself. I did a running thread of most of the stuff we ate on the trip. I probably will forget.
www.twitter.com/
yeah. http:// yes. Okay, so arrive in Disney World Tuesday, like around noon.
Okay.
We're not going to blow a park fee for half of a day.
No.
So we say, let's chill out. Let's hang out in the pool for a while. Then we jump on the shuttle bus to Disney Springs. Disney Springs, for those that don't know, is Disney's like version of Oakbrook Mall, where it is a bunch of stores. Like there are Disney stores there, but there's also like a Ron John surf shop and a whole bunch of, Pandora and typical stuff you'll find in a mall. Yeah. But it is all owned and operated.
Gifts.
I did not see a Spencer's gift a Hot Topic. Yeah, I was going to say not a Hot Topic either, but like higher end stuff, but it is all owned and operated by Disney. So you can pay with your Magic Band, which is like an RFID bracelet you wear. So go there, and we have a dinner reservation at Raglan Road, which is an Irish pub. One thing I know going into the trip, because our friends Brian and Sarah, sorry. I wasn't prepared for them. Okay, Brian and Sarah just got back. The portions at these places are gigantic. So Disney does not skimp you on food. If you pay for a meal, you're going to get food. So we go to Raglan Road, traditional Irish pub, to the point where they had music and Irish dancers. It was very cool. Nice. Like a really cool place. I got the fish and chips. And Rick, I sent you a picture.
Yes, you did.
Of the fish and chips.
Right.
Foot long. Ish, maybe 10 inches to a foot long, like plank of fish, highly breaded. I mean, crunchy fish with some delicious steak fries. Absolutely wonderful. Hope ordered the salmon because look, you're in Florida, like eat some fish.
Yeah.
I know you're not the biggest the biggest fish guy in the world.
True.
But my God, Addie loves salmon. Hope loves salmon. So they both agreed, like, let's just get this and share it. It was a roasted salmon fillet on like a potato cake.
Okay.
And it had like a butter sauce underneath it. Oh my God. So good. And then like when we got there, they were bringing out soda bread, like a basket of soda bread.
Nice.
You dip the bread in like the oil. This was a Guinness reduction. So it was like a Guinness tasting oil to put the soda bread in.
Oh, that's also my band name from high school.
Guinness reduction.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, they rock. So, I mean, first night, 5-star meal. I mean, it was terrific. And when I say 5-star, I'm not some food critic.
Right.
Was I full? Was it delicious? Do I feel like I got my money's worth? The answer to all those questions is yes. So, the one thing we didn't get to do, and people are going to be, I'm sure who people are listening to this are saying, you had to go to Gideon's. You had to go to Gideon's. Gideon's is a bakery across the street, like across the walk from Raglan Road. And they have these like gourmet cookies. And we just couldn't get in. Like the wait was like 2 hours first day. Then we went our last day in they do a virtual queue. Like you can't even line up. 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Jeez, you could have gone on 2 rides in that time.
Seriously. So it was like, well, we're not actually, you'd be surprised. So Gideon's is one thing we missed regretfully at Disney. So that was our arrival day, went home, went to bed at like 9 because we knew we had to get up early. Perfect. So Wednesday is the Magic Kingdom day. And I got to give props to Hope, who is like a planner by nature. Another less popular hip hop band from the 90s.
Right.
We went to Magic Kingdom and went on 4 rides in the first hour.
Wow.
Just
like loaded up on the fast pass thing or whatever.
Yeah, there's like the fast pass thing, and then there's the lightning lane. Like they're all sort of a little bit different.
Okay.
So walk in, me as a kid, Peter Pan was my favorite before I realized how racist it was.
Yeah.
So I said to Addie, we're here, like, please, just for like my nostalgia, come on this ride with me. I want our first ride together to be Peter Pan. It was a ride I loved as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Go on that. All the nostalgia, comes flashing back. Walk out of the Peter Pan's flight. Right across it is Small World.
Okay.
Got on that right away. No lines, no waiting.
Early.
Yeah, there's no lines, no waiting at Small World all day. It was kind of sad.
I, for one, am shocked.
Yes. Then we go to, there's a new one. We went to Big Thunder Mountain.
Okay.
Which is my first roller coaster I ever went on.
Yeah.
Addie goes on it and freaking loves it. I had no idea.
That's my OnlyFans too, by the way.
Big Thunder Railroad.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So we discovered quickly that Addie has like the need for speed more than anyone I've ever met. Like she was all in on roller coasters. So then we go down to the new ride, which is like the Seven Dwarves Mine Cars.
Okay.
And it's a roller coaster with a Seven Dwarves theme.
Okay.
But it was awesome. And she loved that too. So that was all in the first hour of us being there.
Nice.
So, and the whole trip kind of worked out that way. Magic Kingdom, what'd you say you had in steps? 19,000,
I think.
Okay.
I was just saying,
Wednesday
you had to get close at minimum.
Oh, buddy. Wednesday.
Yeah.
26,342 steps.
Holy crap.
We were at Disney from 8 a.m. or maybe 8:30 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. And you basically never stop. Right.
Yeah.
You're walking the entire time. And that day we did not do like a big formal meal.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a place called Casey's, which is like a hot dog themed, baseball themed
store. Yeah.
That just opened by Hope's parents, by the way. In Darien.
Yeah.
I've never had it, but now I gotta go.
Yeah, there's one that opened in Glen Ellen, I think, too. So I think they're expanding a little bit east.
I've taken massive post-Bourbon A emergency dumps at Casey's, but I've never eaten their renowned pizza. So now that there's one right by my in-laws, I gotta go. So anyway, we go to Casey's, which is I got corn dog bites. Hope got a giant foot-long hot dog. And that was good. And then for dinner, we had this place called Pecos Bill, which is like just basic tacos and nachos and stuff. So
yeah,
that was really good. Thursday, we go to Epcot.
Okay.
Best roller coaster I've ever ridden. The Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
Really?
It's awesome. It's so awesome. And I'm not going to spoil it, but every time you go, there's 6 different songs you can get.
Okay.
For the ride. So it's very themed like the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But your roller coaster cars go both like forward, backwards, and they turn.
Okay.
So they turn like as the ride's going. So sometimes you're sideways, sometimes you're backwards.
Oh.
And it's just super intense, super fast, awesome. I think we went on that twice.
Mm-hmm.
Best ride we went on the trip. That was fantastic at Epcot. But then the dinner we had at the St. Angel Inn, which is like a kind of an upscale Mexican place.
Mm-hmm.
Queso fundido to start,
Yes.
of course, because we were starving.
Yeah.
Monterey Jack topped with chorizo. And Rick, when I say topped with chorizo,
mm-hmm.
it was like you couldn't see the cheese. There was so much chorizo on this.
That's the best.
It was freaking amazing. We it was a pretty big, those like cast iron, like kind of mini casseroles.
Yeah.
That's what it was served in. We probably housed that thing in like 5 minutes. The three of us, we were just starving. Then I get tacos de ribeye, because apparently there's not a word in Spanish for ribeye, but ribeye meat sliced super thin, with
Mhm.
poblanos, red peppers, bacon,
Yes.
and Monterey Jack cheese, and it was served with corn tortillas, and then on the side was plantains with cotija cheese on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then Hope got the pollos a las rajas, which is grilled chicken over a bed of roasted garlic potatoes with onions, poblanos, corn, and poblano pepper cream sauce, topped with queso fresco.
Yes.
And then Addie got the enchiladas de pollo, which were corn tortillas filled with chipotle chicken, covered in salsa verde, crema mexicana, cotija cheese, crispy onion straws on top of refried beans, served with plantains and cotija cheese.
I mean, there's no bad words in any of that.
It was so good. It was so good. And I got this huge margarita that was super spicy. Oh my God. That was the best meal we had. Was at the St. Angel Inn. That's in Epcot. Just terrific. And we're like, we got to get dessert and everything. We finished our food and we're like,
no,
we're absolutely toast. There's no way in hell.
No.
There's no way in hell we're doing that. Also, I'm trying to get my bases correct. Is Epcot the one? Yeah, there's this ride called Soarin'.
Okay.
Where you go and you sit down and like there's no floor to it. You're kind of like suspended. But they basically raise you up over an IMAX.
Oh.
And then you're like, it's drone footage. So you feel like you're flying over these scenes.
Oh, that's cool.
It was awesome. We did it twice, and then they were like, there's like one part where you fly over like a African like grassland, and they like pump in the smell of grass.
Ooh.
Like it was really cool. But it said like if you're afraid of heights, you shouldn't go on this ride. I'm like, it doesn't go anywhere.
Right.
But it's the illusion of you're flying over these,
right.
Like you go over the Eiffel Tower.
Right.
Like
They're
you
not
come
tricks,
in on it.
They're
and
illusions.
Then illusions, Michael. But that was great. And then the other ride Addie loved was the Chevrolet Test Track.
Oh yeah.
Did you do that? You ever done that one?
I haven't done it, but I remember seeing it last time.
Yeah. So I don't know like what actual input it has, but you like plug in like what's most important you want a car.
Mm-hmm.
Then you and like 5 other people ride in like this test car. There's no steering wheel, no gas. It just does it for you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the fastest ride at Disney. It goes 65 miles an hour.
Nice.
Like you test the traction, you do a curve, you avoid an accident. Then the last thing is they blast you out this like straight down a track out a door. The ride then goes outdoors onto like a tilted speedway, and you're going super, super fast. So Addie loved that one.
Nice.
Epcot, it was tough because it was pouring.
Oh.
So I feel like we kind of missed out on a lot of stuff. But I did get a Kringle from the World Showcase in Norway, which is like a pretzel like drizzled with chocolate. That was great. And then in Belgium, we got a Belgian waffle.
Nice.
Which was great. So that was terrific. So that was Thursday. Friday, we went to the Hollywood area, which is where Star Wars Galaxy's Edge was. Dude, I was so geeked out.
I could tell. I could tell from like your social media stuff that you were like, and then we went to the Star Wars thing, and then I got to be this guy.
Like, I'm sure you've seen pictures of it online. Like,
yeah,
you are literally walking through a Star Wars movie. Like, there's X-Wings and there's the Millennium Falcons, like right there, like to scale. Like, it's rusted, it's blowing out steam, it's like dripping water. Like, it's not like there is a model of the Millennium Falcon. It's like that's it. That's the fucking Millennium Falcon right in front of me.
Wait, now are we talking X-Wing adeliciousness? This is a Key and Peele thing. Yeah. I can't remember so many important things, but I can remember the stupid fucking names from the Key and Peele sketches just to derail you.
That is important information. Absolutely. So don't feel bad for that at all.
Yes.
But I'm just totally geeking out. Because I truly feel like I'm on a movie set. You know, the attention to detail. This is just Disney in general. Everywhere in that park. The Star Wars buildings. You walk by, there's like a little control panel. It doesn't do anything. but it's flashing and it's, you know what I mean? Like it looks like it serves a purpose. They create the illusion of a ship flying overhead.
Oh,
Like
that's
they have
cool.
speakers that go like right to left, and every time it happens, people look up.
Nice.
Like you truly feel like you are participating in a Star Wars movie. So we go to Oga's Cantina, which I know you're not the biggest Star Wars guy, so stay with me. A lot of our audience is.
I know the Cantina music in many different contexts.
So we go into there, and again, you're like, this is a goddamn. I'm in the movie. I feel like I'm in the movie. The bartenders are in costume. It's like dimly lit. It looks dirty, but it's not, of course.
Yeah.
And the drinks are like Hope got a drink that was literally like bubbling and smoking.
Oh, that's
Addie
cool.
got one too, and it had like boba in it, like boba tea, like boba bubbles. And it comes up from this tank that's above the bar, and it's got this like frog-like creature in it.
Nice.
And they're creating the illusion that the frog is laying eggs, and that's what you're getting in your like every little detail it's amazing. Like even if you got the most cynical, like this is not canon Star Wars fan to go there, they would just be mouth agape without criticism. It was amazing. So we got a bunch of like really funky drinks there. I would tell you the name, but they won't mean anything to you or anyone. But like the one I got was the Outer Rim. It's a Patron tequila, pomegranate liqueur, lime juice, cane sugar, black salt, and an exotic fruit puree. Hope got the Bespin Fizz, which is Bacardi rum, a yuzu puree, pomegranate juice, white cranberry juice, and a cloud swirl. Like all these things were just, they made them look alien, but they were some of the best cocktails I've ever had.
Interesting.
It was just, I can't get over how amazing this place was. And then Kylo Ren and like 2 stormtroopers like walked back and forth the entire afternoon, and they would like interrogate people. You know, have you seen the Resistance? You know, where are they? And like they would go up to little kids.
Nice. And
kind of like not scare them, but make them feel like part of it, you know?
Yeah.
So then we're eating lunch. We just grabbed a little something, and I'm like, Addie, it says that Rey is at the Millennium Falcon, because you can track like where the characters are. So we go to Millennium Falcon, and there she walks right past us, right? So she kind of goes to an area where people can come up to her. This little boy, maybe 3-4 years old, she's down on, like, she's on her knee, like just face to face with the kid, right? That's and cool. And they're talking, and she's like, have you seen Kylo Ren? And he's like, I have. She's like, you didn't tell him that you saw me, did you? No, I would never. And Rick, I'm not kidding you.
That's cool.
They talked for probably 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And like, that doesn't sound long, but like really think about how long that is.
Yeah. For a little kid.
Like that's Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
Right. So this kid is, if I see him again, I'm going to tell him you're in Tatooine. I'm going to tell him that Chewie's on Coruscant. And if I see Darth Vader, I'm going to tell him different stuff. And she's like, that's great. Yeah. You have to, you got to protect the mission and all this stuff. So finally she's connected with this kid.
Yeah.
Like they are eye to eye. It was really impressive. And then she's like, okay, I got to go on my mission now. And he just hugs her and just holds on to her for like a minute.
Yeah.
It was the sweetest thing ever. And these Disney people, like, I think everybody that works there is either like hypnotized or like trained to deal with people perfectly.
Or not a real person.
Or not a real person. That could be it too. Because like, when you were doing the grab and go food, it was a long wait.
Yeah.
It was like 10 minutes before you place your order. And inevitably the people would get to their spot in line and then begin looking at the menu, like when it was time to order.
Yeah.
And these cashiers were like, no, take your time. If you need any suggestions, I'm happy to help. I'd be like, have your fucking order ready when you get up here. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the patience these people have and the way they deal with the kids. It's amazing. So then Addie got to meet Rey for like a brief second because she had to run off, but she took time to take a picture with her.
Nice.
But it was so cool. And then, so that's Friday. And then right as you leave Star Wars, you go into Toy Story Land.
Okay.
Which it's like you go from Tatooine to Andy's room, where the entire park is put together with connects,
Oh, that's cool.
like the railings and the buildings. And we ate at a
Mhm.
place called Woody's Lunchbox. So
Okay.
the entire, it's like an outdoor, almost like a food truck, but it looks like an open lunchbox. And the benches are, Baby Bell cheese, like the little red cheeses that are
Yes.
wrapped in wax. Your
By the
seat
way,
looks like,
Baby Bell cheese, better in theory than in practice.
oh, I like it a lot.
For
It's
me.
good to snack on. But yeah, it's not quite Culinary Cowgirls or anything like that, but
Different tab.
yeah. But you're literally sitting on like a cut in half Baby Bell cheese with a like a toothpick in it and a little price tag as like the seat back. Like again, the detail is crazy. So then we went on the Slinky Dog ride, which is
Nice.
another roller coaster, and the entire roller coaster is the damn Slinky Dog. But the track is like Andy's room. Like he built a track for his race car.
Yeah.
So like you go through a Jenga. There's Christmas lights. It was just the level of detail, man.
Now,
is
is
just
there the
unreal.
loop? Is there a loop on this ride? Because there was in Andy's room when Buzz flies or falls in style, however you want to consider it. There was the loop on that track.
There is not a loop in terms of like an upside
Not
down loop,
authentic.
but there is there is like a twisted, like a side twist, but it's not
Okay.
it is not a proper loop. The only ride that loops there is the rock and roll coaster, which is Aerosmith themed.
Yeah. Oh, I've been on that one. That was one of the first roller coasters I actually like gave a real chance to, and I loved it.
Yeah, Addie loved it. It's her first time being upside. When we hit the loop, I go, "You're upside down. We're upside down because you're in the dark."
Yeah.
Or it's like not pitch black, but like you can't really see the track totally well. And because she was a little nervous about being upside down, I'm like, "This is it. This is the loop." And she's like, "Oh my god!" She freaking loved it. I think that was her favorite ride. So that was great. And Woody's Lunchbox though, good job, Woody. Barbecue brisket melt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really solid. And then tachos, tater tot nachos. These were no joke. Potato barrels, tots, coated with beef and bean chili, shredded cheese, signature queso with tomatoes and corn chips, finished with sour cream, and a sprinkle of green onions. It was awesome. I thought of you as I ate it. The tachos and the brisket melt.
Yeah, I'd be there for that.
Yeah, that was and it was really, I don't know how they make the food as good as they do in these like little stands. It's kind of amazing. So that was great. That was Friday. Have you done the Tower of Terror?
Yes.
I've always been freaked out by drops. It's always my least favorite part of the roller coaster.
Yes.
I laughed. I had so much fun on that ride.
The funny thing is when I did it, I think because I was like thinking scared more than having fun. The first time I was like, oh, I actually wasn't scared by that at all. But it is fun.
Yeah. Yeah. You mean like scared like a haunted house would scare you, or scared like the ride was scary itself?
Like the ride itself being scary. Cause like you mentioned, I'm not a big drop person either. Like I have no desire to go on giant drop ever. Like that type of thing. Also, pretty sure at this point I'd have a rough point fitting on rides, period. However, like that would not be top of the list. I enjoy Raging Bull is fun. That's one that I'm always here for. But anything with the drops, no. But that one, the drops didn't offend me.
They're smooth.
Because I was almost like, oh, is this not cool because I'm not freaked out by the drops? Like that was what my mind did for that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, as an old, the ride that gave me the biggest problem was the teacups. The spinning is what got me. I went on all the roller coasters. The teacups. What do you think I said? D cups?
That's kind of what it sounded like.
That's a different park.
Different park, different tab.
No, but the teacups, man. I hoping I got off that. We're like, we need a second.
Oh yeah.
Because Addie was like, spin it faster. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I started doing like as hard as I could. And I'm like, oh God.
I know.
Wait a
So
minute.
once at Six Flags, there was like really bad weather, so everyone was kind of stuck where they were. They just got under, the
Mhm.
nearest thing. So for my friends, I forget if this was middle school or high school. I think it was middle school, and we're just kind of stuck there. And it's like actually hailing outside. So we're like, okay, we're not going anywhere for a hot minute here. So the guy that's running the ride is like, you guys want to go really fast? And we were like, okay. So he gets in there with us and whips us the F
Oh
around.
my God.
And we were just like, okay. Now I actually need a minute. Because
Yeah,
it was like you could
oh,
feel the G forces there in the stupid teacups.
I can't do spinning and I can't do rocking. Like, every time you go to like the carnival in your town, the like pirate ship that goes back and
Yeah.
forth.
Yep.
I can't do that. Those are the ones that make me sick. I can do upside down, twist, turns, speed, whatever. But if it's a rock or a spin, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm toast. By the way, I buried the lead. Addie's fear of mascots.
Yes.
Okay, Ray was not a mascot. She was
Okay.
a girl, a woman.
Right. Robot supposed to be a girl. Got you.
Right. This was by the way, the girl who played Ray. Don't know how old she was. I'm not saying this in a desirous way.
Right.
One of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. She was stunning. We get to the hotel on Tuesday and I go, "Oh, Addie, I thought that was Mickey." And I startled her because I saw a balloon.
Yeah.
Like someone had a Mickey balloon and like around the corner, it looked like Mickey was coming at our hotel, coming to see us at our hotel. And me just saying, I thought that was Mickey, startled her and she stepped off a curb. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday, she powered through the Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Thursday and Friday, I pushed her on a wheelchair both days because she sprained her ankle.
Oh.
So I was pushing, not only was it 95 degrees with 100% humidity, not only was it pouring rain for a large portion of the day, I was pushing my 12-year-old daughter up a lot of ramps to rides. In a wheelchair. I'm surprised I'm doing as good as I am. Honestly, I thought if you told me that, I'd be like, I keeled over. At some point on Thursday, I died and Hope had to finish the trip on her own.
I hate to say it again, but this almost seems like normie like behavior.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I saved the other lead.
Oh, okay.
Where I broke my belt in the middle of the park. So I don't know what I was thinking. That belt I have not worn in years. I didn't even know I still had it. It was in my closet.
Yeah.
And I wore it to Jill's wedding because I needed something like a little fancier than what I had. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just take this with me on the trip. I go to the bathroom, undo the belt, and I realize this belt is like literally about to fall off. Like the hole is gone.
Yeah.
It is just like, it's like someone took a scissor and cut it like 3/4 of the way. So I'm like, well, this is useless. So I had to take it off. Then I had to DoorDash or whatever, Instacart myself a belt from Dick's to the hotel. So there was my fat moment of the trip. I had to Instacart a belt. I'm sure this happens because I said, like, is there anywhere in this park I can like that just has general clothing?
Yeah.
Like somewhere I can go and just buy, like, if I had to, underwear.
Right.
Like, what if my kid shits his pants? Like,
fair.
What's he gonna do? Right? Like, is there a place to get stuff like that? They're like, well, the boutique sells a Mickey belt and it's like embroidered. I'm like, no, I will get by the rest of this day and I'll just I'll roll the cuff, roll the waist of my pants and get through, and I'll just Instacart myself a belt.
I would have loved to have seen you in a like embroidered Mickey belt.
No, and it would have been like what, $70 probably.
100%
with Disney prices. All right, so one more meal to talk about, and then I'll stop talking about the trip. Saturday, got time to kill between checkout and the airport. Flight was delayed, so we went back to Disney Springs.
Okay.
Guy Fieri has a place there called Chicken Guy,
Ugh, yeah, it sounds about right.
which is basically a chicken tender place. They have sandwiches, stuff
Okay.
like that, but a huge selection of sauces. I sent you the pictures.
Yes.
And you can get like a 3-piece or a 5-piece tender. So we all got chicken tenders. Comes with really like well-seasoned fries. Yeah, there's 22 sauce options.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah. Special sauce,
Mm-hmm.
which is mayo, ketchup, mustard, pickle juice, Chicken Guy, special spices and seasonings, donkey sauce, which is a very famous thing, mayo, roasted garlic, mustard, Worcestershire, and lemon. I actually like that. I tried it and liked it. Ranchero, curry mayo, wasabi honey, on and on and on. We'll post the photo. It's on Twitter. But my favorite was the Nashville hot honey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, it was like the consistency of honey,
Okay.
but with like cayenne pepper
Yes.
and red chili
Yes.
and garlic and onion.
Yes.
It was so good. And so we ate Chicken Guy. I loved it. If Guy Fieri is listening to this podcast, and maybe he is,
Mhm.
please open one of these in the Chicago area, preferably Homewood or Flossmoor, because it's just awesome. It was so good. I loved it. And look, Guy Fieri is a fat guy who likes junky food.
Mm-hmm.
Same, bro.
Yep.
And he's got a weird. He does not eat eggs? Do you know that?
Yes. Yeah. I've
Yes.
watched enough Triple D to be like, it takes something special for him to really be willing to like deal with any sort of egg.
Yeah. So, like you, he's got his weird, like odd,
Mhm.
wrong food hang up. But yeah,
I think you added a word there.
no, I all the words there were accurate.
No, I think you added one.
So here's where they are now: Winter Park, Gatlinburg, Disney Springs, Aventura Mall. I don't know what that is. Nashville, FedEx Field, Levi Stadium, and Atlantic City. So all south, nothing close here. But I think Guy Fieri's got something in this place. It's better than Cane's for sure. Because they've got more than one sauce.
Yeah, I'm still extremely skeptical of Cane's. I have
It's
to try it.
it's
I have
good.
to try it again, but like, it has to be exceptional to be that limited in what you do. And
Right.
I don't think it. Even if I have a better opinion second time around, it's probably not going to be exceptional.
Yeah, true. Because exceptional, you would have noticed the first time.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Yep. It's better than Zaxby's, in my
Okay.
opinion. So as far as chicken tender chains go, I would say, what, the tender is similar to the Culver's one a little bit.
Oh, okay.
A better breading though. Like the
Okay.
Culver's tender is a little bit like too panko-y for me, like
Yeah.
a little too breadcrumby for me.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like fillet size and chicken like texture,
Yeah.
it's pretty close to Culver's, but I would significantly better. But that's probably the closest comp I can come up with.
Okay.
And the fries were seasoned, but not overly so.
Mm-hmm.
So, Chicken Guy, please come to the area because I will. If you have a rewards card, I will be cashing in every week
Yeah.
because I love me some tendies. I know I'm a grown ass man, but
I'm with you.
not much better than a great chicken tender, man.
Right. Like
So
it's
good.
it's okay to like simple things.
That's right. That's right. That's why I'm married. My wife likes simple things.
True.
That's it. So, all right, that's the food. I think I was the only person in the park that did not own some sort of Disney shirt.
Oh, 100%.
Like everybody
Mhm.
has it. Everybody
Yes.
has a Disney shirt. And I'm like, I almost felt weird. Like, am I supposed to buy a shirt? Like, am I required to have one? And if I buy one, am I ever going to wear it outside of the park?
No.
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 Like that. I don't know. I'm very proud of myself for not like succumbing to the pressure to have a Disney shirt.
Mhm.
The closest thing I have is I have a Star Wars shirt that is like lightsabers that make the pride flag,
Oh, that's cool.
but it's I've had it for 5 or 6 years and it's not Disney themed.
True.
It's just like somebody created on like TeePublic or something.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, check out our TeePublic shop.
I love that.
But yeah, so I don't know. Disney adults are a thing, man.
Yes, they are.
And when they're in their element in Disney World, where they're not being like questioned or like we were at the airport waiting to leave, and this woman had to be 30, 31, seemed to be traveling alone. She had a Sully stuffed animal.
Okay.
And she was hugging it and weeping that her trip was over. Like, you're a grown-ass woman, dog.
I wonder why she's traveling by herself.
Well, like she was like attractive.
Okay.
Maybe not everybody's taste. She was kind of like funky and like real skinny, but like I thought she was attractive. And then she started crying because her Disney trip was over. I got a little emotional because it was over.
Yeah.
Because we had put so much into it as a family. And it was such a good trip and such good time with my daughter that I was like, I'm bummed this is over.
Yeah.
This girl was clutching a stuffed animal and weeping. But there are a lot of people like that there, man.
Yes. There are some there. There are some that aren't there.
Yeah.
They are everywhere.
Someday, Rick, you're going to just open the floodgates and much like I talked about Disney for 30 minutes, you're going to talk about life for 30 minutes. And
oh, believe me, there's going to be some podcast at some point where like the last God knows how many years of my life are just going to all at once.
Welcome to Get the F Out of Here with Rick Camp. Our next segment's called Please Leave Already. And never mind. I'm going to stop.
It's
anyway.
It's so true.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, can you tell it's 10:40 at night because we are just like beyond right now.
Yes. Well, you know what? I have not tried the chicken tenders at Frato's Culinary Kitchen. I don't even know if they have chicken tenders. I would assume they do. They've got every damn other thing in the world.
Right. And you know
and
what
they're
they
probably
all are?
they're probably better than Chicken Guy.
Mhm.
The I'm Fat Burger, the I'm Fat Pizza, the I'm Fat Grilled Cheese, all of them would have a place at any Guy Fieri restaurant in the world, but they're made by Frato, so they're going to be better and made with care and with love. Go to FratosPizza.com, FratosBakery.com. Follow them on Instagram at Fratos Pizza. Learn what we're talking about here. We just had the wonderful catering experience that was out of this world, just blew me away. Just a wonderful place to eat, a wonderful place to be associated with. So if you're in the Schaumburg area, 628 South Roselle Road, stop by Frato's, say hi, tell them the I'm Fat podcast sent you, and enjoy that amazing food. If you're going to a Schaumburg Boomers game, it's right there. So give yourself an extra 45 minutes and get the best damn meal you've had in a long time at Frato's Culinary Kitchen. All right, Rick, I'm done. That's my whole week was Disney.
Yeah. Only other thing I have is last week you mentioned the Wingstop chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah.
I went, I think it was the same day.
Nice.
I went on Sunday. However, and I'm thinking this is very much just my Wingstop problem.
Yeah.
Order ahead of time. Get there.
Yep.
Sit down. See.
Usually they tell you it'll be ready in 11 minutes is what it says on the phone. Usually.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, fine. That like little bit behind, totally cool. There's a few people there. It's a Sunday. Got you. 40 minutes later, I got my sandwiches.
What the hell?
4-0. And there was no, I'm so sorry. There was no, even like in the entire 40 minutes, there was no anything. And they made it seem like they were doing me a solid by getting me my food 40 minutes late. And the thing is, in that whole 40 minutes, only 3 other orders were completed. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was like...
Are you sure you weren't a B-dubs?
Yeah, dude, seriously. Like, I don't know if there was like some issue going on with some of their equipment. That's the only
you gotta say something.
Yeah.
Not you. I'm saying they need to say something.
I know. And it just is frustrating because it's like, it shouldn't be this difficult. And yeah,
No.
like that's where we're at, where I'm like, okay, I'm probably, if I want, respectable service, I'm probably gonna have to go to like a different Wingstop, which is much less convenient.
That sucks. I have had nothing but good luck at Wingstop.
Yeah. Also,
Um,
man, that lemon pepper chicken sandwich, holy shit, amazing. I got like the hickory barbecue too. That one's fine. As far as barbecue sauces go, theirs is fine. It's not bad, but it's not great.
Yeah.
So I kind of wish I would have gotten a different sauce than that sauce / dry rub, but holy crap, that lemon pepper one is the truth.
Okay, I didn't get the lemon pepper. I think what I said, I just got like the original, whatever it was, like just buffalo or whatever it
Yeah.
was. But next time I'm gonna try, definitely want to try the lemon pepper. And then there was like, I think they had a hot honey too or something, and I want to try that. And one of the dry rubs I think would be excellent on there. So yeah, that sucks, dude. I'm pissed for you because that also like it ruins the experience of trying the food.
Yeah.
Because you're not excited anymore. You're pissed.
Yes, exactly.
That sucks. And I told you off the air last night we waited 45 minutes for our luggage, which was no big deal because the flight that got in from Las Vegas an hour before us, we got all of our luggage before they got theirs.
Oh.
So Midway apparently like sends people home at a certain time, regardless of how many flights might be coming in because of weather delays. So like a skeleton crew was handling all the baggage that came in.
Jeez.
So thank you to those people who were at Midway late on Saturday night handling the luggage. But damn, like a flight from Orlando that's probably 40% kids under 10.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And
like,
all the parents brought an extra suitcase just for all their Disney crap. So they can maybe add it to a theoretical Disney shrine that exists in some closet.
Theoretically. Hypothetically speaking, if such a thing were to exist in the greater Lombard area, that would be weird.
Yes, it would.
Is it time?
Anywho, I think it's time for Ask Facts.
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 1 week since my last confession.
Okay, my son. What is your confession?
I'm fat.
Ask a Fat, as always, is brought to you by our buddy Charlie the Bacon Guy. It's coming, man. The volcano is bubbling. Get yourself some bacon. Use the code FATBACON when you order, and you will save on your order. Don't be dumb. Get some bacon and save on it. It's a smart thing to do. Charlie needs your support. You need bacon. It's a match made in heaven. Here's Charlie with this week's bacon report.
Thanks, Jay. This week we have maple pepper, chorizo, and paprika bacon. I'm going to stick with those three for a little while. I'm only going to make one more batch of the paprika, so make sure you get it before it runs out.
Paprika.
Bacon jams, we have the original, the bourbon, and the chili rojo. For merchandise, we have the t-shirts, hockey jerseys, stickers, magnets, ball caps, and winter hats. Keep an eye out for any Charlie the Bacon Guy merchandise at Lambeau Field next week. For Bears Packers, I'll be attending and wearing anything that I can. Also, go Bears.
Bears.
Don't forget to pre-order your bacon for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, anything like that. If you want to get a special order together for any flavors I'm not making right now, get a bunch of friends together. 7 or 8 pounds will be just enough to get me to make a belly for you guys. No problem whatsoever. Have a great week. Eat tons of bacon. For the Bacon Report, I'm Charlie the Bacon Guy.
All right. So reminder for the rest of September, use that code FATBACON when you order with Charlie, and you'll save, I believe it's $1 a pound. I may have forgotten, but I think that's correct. $1 a pound savings. Do that. It's worth it at full price, even if you forget to use the promo code. And the holidays are fast approaching. If you have an idea for a bacon, or you've tried one of the ones he's made in the past, like the ranch or the jalapeno or the chorizo or any of the excellent bacons that Charlie's made over the years, get in touch with him. Tell him, hey, I'm going to place an order for 7-8 pounds of bacon this holiday season. I'd really like to order this kind, whatever. He'll make it happen. Email charliethebaconguy@gmail.com Write him on Instagram at Charlie the Bacon Guy, Twitter at CZ the Bacon Guy. Get those orders in now. He doesn't have to make it now if it's for the holidays, but it's it's really nice for Charlie to know ahead of time. Okay, holidays are coming. I need to stock up on belly. I need to order ahead, get all the ingredients needed. He makes these things from scratch at his house, so it takes time. So make sure you get those orders in. Start thinking about it now. And look, if you could pre-order a holiday order this month, I'm sure Charlie will honor that promo code. So if you're going to order 10 pounds of bacon, you're going to save a lot of money on bacon if you use that promo code Fat Bacon. So do it. Help out Charlie, help out the podcast, and do it. All right, we got 2 voicemails today. Rick, we've got a voicemail from Ramblin' Grimace.
What?
Who many people have thought has been a SCORE employee over the years, and we have told everyone,
It's not.
no, Ramblin' Grimace is not Mark Grody. It is not Matt Abaticola.
It's not Chris Ranji.
It's not Chris Ranji. Here's your proof. Here's a voicemail from Ramblin' Grimace.
Hi, Jay and Rick. I don't know if you recognize this voice, Jay, but I met you at the SCORE's 30th anniversary gala, and this is Ramblin' Grimace. And I'm calling because I heard my name mentioned in the most recent podcast. The name of the restaurant that I was talking about was Urban Counter. And the burger I was talking about was a cheese curd burger. And you guys still need to come out to St. Charles / Geneva.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly which one it is, but, you know, it's in that vicinity. But you guys need to try that. And I also have another place that I think you'd be interested in trying. So try and bring an appetite with you when you do come out here. Anyway, you both have my... You can both have DM capabilities. I've exchanged DMs with you on Twitter, so stay in touch. Let me know when you're coming out this way. Enjoy the podcast. Keep up the great work. Thanks. Bye.
There he is.
Nice. Wait, did
The
he say he had another one and then didn't say what it was?
I think there's several places out that way he wants us to try.
Yeah.
So he's being unspecific. But yeah, that area, Rick, just like your place in Lombard,
that
is a fast food haven.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to leave us a voicemail, 708-858-3314, please do. We love voicemails. And here's another voice that we haven't heard from in a while.
Hey, you guys. Hey, so Joe, I forgot to tell you. Have you guys ever go to a Mexican bakery? Like you and everybody else, we all had Twinkies and Hostess and Ho-Hos and all that other sweet stuff. But I'm asking this because Mexican bakeries are, I think I met a baker. He said that the dough doesn't have as much sugar in it. So I was thinking that since, Jay, you're diabetic, and you can still get, you know, all this stuff is still good. Some of it's really good. But it's just lower in sugar. And I used to have it back in the day when my grandparents used to come around. And I was just wondering, ever been there? It's a change of pace. It's still sweet, but it's not Hostess Ho-Ho Twinkie sweet. I'll talk to you guys later.
I love me a Mexican bakery. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure Joe had just eaten a lot of food from the bakery because he almost fell asleep in voicemail.
Yeah, he was getting tired in the middle of the conversation. Yeah, Mexican bakeries are great. I am struggling to remember the bread. God, what's it? It's the bread you have after. I did remember it. Pan de Muerto. It is what you have after Day of the Dead. And it's great. I think he's right. I think it does use less sugar. It feels that way.
Yeah.
It's a little like less dense than your typical bread. Less dense. Also my favorite nighttime radio host.
Yes.
Not the brightest guy, but man, he tries hard. But yeah, any sort of Mexican bakery, I am down. Pilsen. Go to Pilsen, just close your eyes and pick one on the map, and you'll be happy. So if you're going to a game at the United Center, and boy, the Bulls and Hawks season is right around the corner.
Yeah.
That was enthusiastic.
Yeah. There's some reason to be optimistic about the Bulls. Maybe not the Hawks.
Yes. And the Hawks, they'll be out there and they'll have sticks and pucks and the whole thing. They were out there and they were skating, and
There'll be hockey and they'll be doing it.
people were watching it and everything. All right, let's get to the emails, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Ask a fat about this and that. It's time to chat with the fats.
First email comes from Andrew. He says, happy football season, and even more importantly, happy fat guy weather. Absolutely. I'm down in the Quad
Sans
Cities.
The rain.
Yes. Well, I can deal with the rain. It cools things off. It was actually made our Florida trip tolerable because the rain would cool it down from 95 and blazing sun to like 83 and humid. It's a lot easier to deal with that. But anyway, today I was very happy with the coolness, like 65. Oh, just perfect. He says, anyways, down in the Quad Cities area, and I saw Old Bay hot sauce. I didn't buy any because I have 30 random bottles of hot sauce in my fridge at the moment. Same. Haven't heard you guys talk about it, so I thought I'd give you a heads up that this exists. Andrew, thank you for the heads up. I will be looking for that. I love Old Bay stuff.
Yeah.
Jill got me a bunch of Old Bay sunflower seeds for helping out at her wedding. So
Nice.
I got a whole bunch of Old Bay seeds to plow through.
I like that. That's your payment. Like, it's not bad. It's just fitting.
I also got Big League Chew. She got me some Big League Chew as well, and
Okay,
a
that
$100 gift card. She got me a lot of good stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
I was
wasn't
gonna say she could have stopped at the Big League Chew, and I would have been like, "Oh, okay, fair enough."
Yeah, no, I got 3 packs of Big League Chew, 3 packs of Old Bay sunflower seeds, and she got me a Visa gift card too, which is lovely. Very helpful on the trip.
All right, the next one comes from Darby. I'm behind on the podcast, so maybe you already know about Chicago's Marshmallow Cafe, XO Marshmallow. I've never been, but as an ardent marshmallow fan, I follow them on Instagram where they've announced their advent calendar is available and has an exclusive flavor I know you'll love, banana.
Oh.
And Darby says you may remember me as the girl with the spoon in her purse.
We have very few female contributors, but all of them are memorable.
Yes.
We've got the girl with the spoon in her purse, Darby. We've got
This is Southside Butt Rash, Carolyn.
we've got so many.
Carolyn, I almost joined the club today. Let me tell you.
Oh, by the way, you mentioned it earlier.
What?
I gotta shout out Gold Bond.
Yes.
I had 0 issues in Disney World. It rained every day. It was hot and humid every day. All I needed was a morning application of Gold Bond, and I was good to go.
Nice.
Thank you, Gold Bond. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I'll be safe tomorrow because let me tell you, every bit of me was dripping wet today. So when you have dripping wet underpants,
yeah, it's not good.
It's not good, and it means an emergency Gold Bond application at your first convenience. And
yeah,
I did.
Yeah, it's a recipe for chafage. You know what gave me the biggest problem on the trip was my bathing suit. It's just like, I don't know. It's just raw. It's like that mesh. It's like keeps rubbing against your pee hole, like while you're trying to swim. So I immediately ordered one of those Chubby's bathing suits that has like the compression shorts built in.
Yes.
Like, I'm not dealing with this anymore, so I'm getting these, and they're called Chubby's, so they can't be bad.
By the way, Chubby's as a brand name to me can only be the restaurant from Boy Meets World. That was the name, and there was Chubby who was behind the counter, and you had the certain way you ordered, and if he like did one thing, he got your order, and the other did the other thing he did. And I understand it missed you, but
oh, don't worry, I'm hearing all about it. I point out to Hope, I go, do you realize that we drove from our house halfway to Darien, and you told me all about the Boy Meets World podcast?
Yes.
It's a show I've never seen aside from like moments here and there. I knew Topanga was hot, and it was Kevin Arnold's brother.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know. Well, I can only assume that's been the case because like when something interesting happens, Hope and I will like message each other about it because that's our thing.
She needs someone to talk to at all times, 24/7. So welcome to the club. You are
Speaking of welcome to the club for this podcast.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, Darby, thank you for the heads up. XO Marshmallow, I had not heard of this. 2730 North Clark Street. And yes, if it's a marshmallow themed place, I will go. 37, I'm bad at like 100 blocks when it gets to the north side.
Yeah. I have no idea.
27, so we're looking at like Clark and Diversey. So I can probably park in that area. Oh yeah, I know where that is. Okay. Yeah, I'll go there. I'll try to go there this week. I'll check it out. No, anything but that. That sounds terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. All right, that's all we got, right?
Let's put this one out of our misery before we say something.
I was gonna say we made it under an hour. Nope, no, we didn't.
Not even close.
We certainly did not. Well,
right. At least the podcast was shorter than it took my computer to restart earlier. My computer took forever to restart.
True.
Anywho, follow us on all of our social media at I'm Fat Pod at gmail.com. Check out the Patreon, TeePublic shop. Even if you're not looking for our stuff, use our link. We get kickback. Kickbacks are good. YouTube, in that context, youtube.com/I'm Fat Podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube so you can see all the awkward faces we make at each other when we make bad puns. And by we, I mean me. And subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, all that crap. Rate, review the podcast. We're at like 498 ratings.
Come on,
we get 2 more 5-star ratings, please. All right, all that stuff, and the best thing you can do is check out our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy. Remember, say Fat Bacon, get some savings for the rest of the month. Mazda of Orland Park and Frato's Culinary Kitchen. Jay,
the bed ran out.
Oh wow. Well, either way, for Jay, I'm Rick. I'm going to go pass out. And this is the I'm Fat Podcast.
I hope you have a fantastic day.